Muy buenas a todos, chicos y chicas, ¿qué tal estáis? Bienvenidos a un capítulo más del Let's Play de Greedfall. Y lo habíamos dejado justamente por aquí. En el capítulo anterior, obviamente, habíamos completado lo que viene siendo la misión de en búsqueda de Constantine. Ahora nos toca la voz del muerto y tenemos que interrogar a Darren, que no me acuerdo de quién era, pero vamos a averiguarlo ahora mismo. Tenemos que dirigirnos, parece ser que aquí. Está a 150 y pico. Vale, literalmente es seguir el caminito marrón e ir al poblado ese grande sin salirnos de aquí. En el capítulo anterior supimos de que parece ser que intentaron defender pasando de estos que son low levels. No me interesa. No me interesa pelear con ellos. Son bastante lows. Así que vámonos. Vale, tenemos que entrar por aquí. Tenemos que venir a hablar con los rebeldes. Hola, buenas tardes. ¿Qué tal? No me ataquéis, ¿eh? Os mato. Ah, es verdad, los rebeldes, tío, cierto. Darren era esta tipa.
Hello.
Renaigse, there you are again. What do you want?
Pues preguntar por el ataque de Constantine.
To speak to you about my cousin's capture and the massacre of his escort. A soldier from the nearby outpost survived and told us that you were present on the battlefield.
You dare come here and accuse us of taking him? Let me throw him out this Renaigse and his Ilkdaren. May they receive this punishment for their arrogance.
I know that you see us as your enemies, but we are not here to harm you. I only seek to find the man I consider to be my brother, as well as the man who is protecting him. Katisach, one of your greatest Donegada.
No Donea Exregao would attack Katasach.
If you didn't attack him, you must know what happened to them. I was told that an islander took my cousin away. Perhaps your men were there to aid them.
We do not have your cousin, and we do not know what happened to him. As for Katasach,
¡Ha muerto!
he died from his wounds. That night, we heard the sounds of a terrible combat. The ground shook all the way to our homes. We went to see, but we arrived too late. The last breath of Katasach had returned to the wind when we arrived there, and many of the Renaigse were dead. We could do no more. We carried the body of the Donegad and brought it here.
He gave his life to protect Constantine. May he rest in peace. This request might surprise you, but we would like to see him.
Why? What do you want to do with him, Renaigse?
Examine him to understand what killed him. We were told that an island native was there and that he likely led the attack.
No Donea Exregao would attack Katasach. You have been lied to, or they were mistaken.
That is the very reason I need to see his body.
Claro, coño.
To understand.
Dejad de ser tan agresivos.
You may see him. But if you desecrate his body, you will pay for this offense with your life.
Ay, Dios mío, estos rebeldes. Vale, por lo menos me dejáis tranquilito. Hostia, tú, ha muerto Katasach. Qué pena, tío, para uno que me caía bien. ¿Sabes? En plan, para uno que era buena gente y que caía súper bien, tío. ¿Dónde está? Ah, vale, para allí. Qué rabia, tío. Ah, ¿por qué? Bueno, pues puedo subir por aquí. Ole. Campamento más tedioso.
Katisach. Seeing the state of his body.
Hostia, está abierto en canal.
Forgive me, Donegad, to have doubted your loyalty and even more for what we are about to do. Now then, let's see what story this corpse has to tell.
Intuición nivel 2. Ok.
The corpse retains the marks of a bludgeoning. There are large bruises all over it. I can see no wounds that could be attributed to a blade or a musket shot. The major wound is found on the chest, which was crushed by something tremendous, to the degree that the skin was torn. The ribs are in pieces and the organs punctured. The edges of the wound are singed and smell of burnt flesh. There is a powdery spot on this wound, as if from ash or dusty gravel. Katasach bore the brunt of this attack or incredible force. I would venture to say it was inhuman. I can only imagine one thing that could have inflicted such a wound. It's as if an enormous, burning stone hit him right in the center of the chest. And seeing as how the bodies of the soldiers we found were sporting wounds of a similar nature, we can deduce that we're on the tracks of a man, or a creature, capable of using molten rock as a weapon.
I can't imagine an Adaig behaving like this. It is not their way. That they might attack careless hunters or warriors, true, but to attack Katasach. The power to call volcano fires could only be that of a guardian. No simple man wields mountain fire.
We still don't really know who is actually behind this attack, nor what they want. Judging by the severity of these wounds, I fear the worst for
Es que le ha abierto el pecho, tío.
All your experiments. You've learned so little. You've learned to fear. Your instincts should have been enough.
We had to at least try. Are you not even concerned or angered by what happened to Katasach?
We've grown accustomed to the loss of lives, your relentless attacks and incessant treacheries. All the same, there is truth in your words. This attack is out of place. Guardian and Donegad would never attack one another. There is a ritual that might help us. Anatalas Fair.
The Anatalas Fair. What is it? Tell me more.
It is a magical rite that only a person with a powerful bond to both spirits and nature can perform. It allows the Donegad who chants it to relive the last moments of an Onol Manawi.
That would allow us to at least see the face of his assassin.
If what I have heard is true, yes. To my knowledge, only one Donegad still living knows the ritual.
Let's ask her for her help then. She might be able to tell us what has become of Constantine.
You are quick to ask another to put her mind in danger for your own concerns. Imagine the pain of the wounds of another, shaking your body as the cold of death crushes your beating heart. This is what you must ask of the Tiernahach. It is the price she must pay for performing the ritual. When her companion was lost in battle, fighting against your own, she wanted to live that death beside her. Since that day, our Tiernahach Kadachtas has never breathed air with the same breath.
That would explain her distrust of the colonials.
You must make her see your purpose. It may be the only way you are going to learn the fate of your cousin.
Pues nada, convence a Mev, la tierna Harkadachtas, de que te ayude. Pues nada, a convencerla. ¿Podemos salir por algún sitio, tío? Por favor. Que no quiero dar 40 vueltas. Vale, si puede ser por aquí, pues mejor. Perfecto. Si podemos salir rápido, pues mejor, la verdad. Joder. Tengo todos los mapas hechos, tío. No. Qué rabia cuando pasa eso, tío. Casa de Mev.
Hello, Mev.
Renoixe, why have you come here again?
Ya sé que... Sí, bueno.
I've come to ask you for help.
My help? You still seek the remedy for the sickness on your island?
Or are you looking for something else?
My cousin has been taken, and I've been told that you could help me.
Truly? And in what way?
By performing the Anatalis fair on the body of Katasach, the Donegat.
Katasach is dead. Under Vosh Dire. This is a great tragedy. He was a good man. Perhaps the best of us all.
Pues sí, tío, porque
How did this happen?
era el que más me caía bien.
Sacred site when they were attacked. My cousin has disappeared, taken according to a witness. And Katasach suffered terrible wounds. We examined him, and it seemed as if he had been struck by molten rock.
Fire of the earth. Only the Nadaig Manemen have the power to wield it. But none of our own would have attacked Katasach.
This is why we need your help. We want to understand and to find who's responsible.
And you will avenge the dead as you have avenged my wound in the
Uh-huh.
past. Very well, Renoigse. I will help you. And I also wish to gain understanding. Our island wails in suffering. Many Sinol Menawi have died. The Anatalas fair may kill me, but at least I will know. You will need to act as my Voglendaig, and bring to me the necessary ingredients while I prepare.
What do you require?
A potion. And listen and remember. Or write in your language what I shall tell you. Do not forget, the viscera of the scavengers must be taken from a place near the battlefield, because they contain the flesh of those who fell. As for the personal object of Katasach, find his weapon, because it knew his fury and his despair.
He didn't have a weapon when I found his body. I'll search the battlefield.
Where can I find him?
In Doren's camp. She recovered him after the battle.
Very well. Not far from there is a sacred circle. You'll find me there when you have united all that I need. Then we can perform the ritual when the moon is high.
Vale.
In that case, let's go together to the ritual site. The place of the attack is
Sí,
not
mejor.
far from Doren's camp.
Very well. I'll follow you.
Mejor, más rápido. Vale, crea la poción. ¿Podré crear? Ah, no, tengo que encontrar los órganos. Vale. Tengo que encontrar los órganos. Sí, yo creo que me voy a trasladar al puesto de avanzado y luego hacer así. Mejor, la verdad. Sí, es más rápido. ¿Serán estos los carroñeros de los que me harán falta? A lo mejor los puedo recoger ya, ¿sabes? A ver. No. 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 Tampoco. Pues no. No son estos. No son estos. Alejo. No puedo crear la poción, ¿verdad? Lo tengo todo, excepto los 3 órganos. Espérate, ¿es este? Puesto de avanzada. ¿Y por qué me pone del arco de piedra? ¿Por qué me pone aquí? Ah, bueno, claro, sí, es más cercano en realidad. Cierto, cierto, sí. Tiene sentido. Porque ahora puedo ir por aquí, que es por donde era la batalla. ¿Serán estos? No, no tiene pinta. Es más atrás. Aquí. Aquí. Igualmente, como también tengo que coger el arma, vamos de camino, literalmente. Así que está bastante bien. Estos son los carroñeros.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go. Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
¿No? O a lo mejor no. No sé, yo lo voy cogiendo por si acaso. Nada, no son estos tampoco. Es por aquí. Es de frente, es de frente. Ah, que sois vosotros. Sí, tiene un brillo naranja. Son estos. Perfecto. Y el arma.
I recognize this weapon. It's Katasak's, I'm certain. It must have been broken during the battle. Let's take it back to Mev.
What? ¿Qué ha pasado? ¿A dónde coño me he ido? ¿Qué cojones? No sé por qué coño me he trasladado aquí. Pero bueno, me da igual. No sé, soy súper raro. Bueno, así lo hacemos un poco más rápido. A medianoche. Vale. Supongo que ya estamos bien con esto. Con esta noche, claro. Tampoco sé si servirá. Pero bueno, ya tenemos la poción. Tenemos el arma. Así que bien.
Were you able to find the elements I need for the ritual?
Yes. Here is what you asked me to bring.
This is good. The moon is high. We may start. Take your place. Katasar, we have come to learn the truth of your death. Ato al confrangawi brandi, ole hanamemen adestame haman. Bara fridenan tahanemo quate grenfen, linqui damda renaute da hodos. Lemat, de tahawan kloisam, de talugedon velam, de taragam buledam, de tatamenam reloidan, adet alamen kante beidam en antelam verfragt tangom.
Katasak, help me, please.
Show no fear. I do not think he means you any harm.
What is this? This monster. Why is it attacking us?
I don't know. I don't understand. It is as if it seeks you out. It wants you.
You never should have done that.
Vinbar.
Katasak. To save one Renaikse, you put us all in great peril. His spirit is different. He receives badly. You have woven the bond of the Deathbringer.
What is happening to you? Get a hold of yourself. Come on.
I cannot believe it. He has returned.
Who has?
Finbar,
El Alto Rey.
the High King. We thought he was dead. He disappeared months ago.
Is he the attacker? And what of Constantine? Have you seen a young blonde-haired man? He was sickly.
Yes. The golden haired was there. And he was afraid. Katasach protected him before he was killed by Finbar. Leave me now. I am very tired.
How are you feeling?
Better. What are you going to do now?
If I want to have any hope of finding Constantine, I must follow Vinbar. I have no choice.
Do you know where to look for him? Vinbar has been missing for moons.
The kings and queens could tell me when they saw him for the last time.
Then you must earn their trust. Arm yourself with patience and courage on Olmenawi. Your journey is still long.
Thank you, Mev. You have helped us greatly.
Do not thank me. I have not done this for you, but for Katasach. In order to satisfy my curiosity, I betrayed my king. You will find him and confront him, no doubt. All that remains for me to do is to pray that I have done nothing that cannot be fixed.
Farewell, Mev.
Encuentra la pista del Alto Rey Vinbar. ¿Y cómo encontramos eso? ¿Y cómo hacemos eso, tío? Es que dice, encuentra... Ah, vale. O sea, sé, esta misión está parada. Tenemos que hacer esto ahora. Tras la pista del Alto Rey. Ahora es cuando tenemos que buscar a este. Vale, claro, tiene sentido. Ahora es cuando tenemos... Ahora es cuando debemos seguir con la otra secundaria... perdón, con la otra principal. Vale, vale, vale. Así va el orden. Pues nada, vamos a preguntarle a Ulan. O a Deirdre, cualquiera de los dos. Porque pone, pregunta, ve, a Deirdre, Ulan o Dunkas. A ver si Deirdre nos hace caso. ¿Dónde era Deirdre, tío? Bueno, yo qué sé, vamos a ir aquí. No me acuerdo cuál puede ser este. Es que no me acuerdo cuál es cuál. Ah, este es Ulan, vale. Vale, hemos venido a Ulan sin querer, porque no sabía dónde me llevaría esto. Casa del rey Ulan.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
Sobre el Alto Rey.
I'm in need of your help, Ulan. I'm looking for your High King Vinbar. I was told that you were one of the last people to see him.
I wouldn't know where you could find him. He disappeared moons ago. But you are our ally, our friend.
No
I will
way.
tell you about the last time I met with him. We had met in the council at Dorhad Genadu to decide what to do about the Renaigse, but we were unable to come to an understanding. Some of us are full of violence and refuse to see what we gain by befriending your kind. Deirdre and the poor Bladnid were among them, alas, and only speak about the massacres. I defended you, of course, and attempted to make them hear reason, with some help from the cautious Dunkas. But our disagreement angered Vinbar. He decided to leave us and to seek counsel elsewhere. He wanted to go to the heart of the island to consult with on Milfritiman.
Do you think he might have stayed there?
I doubt it. It was too long ago.
Wenshavar.
You should travel to Wenshavar, his village. Even if he decided to stay away from his people, he would not have abandoned his closest friends.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Pues nada.
Nothing. I must go.
Muchas gracias, Ulan. Pues nada, a investigar, a preguntar a los seres queridos de Vinbar. Y a ver dónde es eso. Aquí. Mapa nuevo porque no nos dice si queremos elegir un campamento. Aunque bueno, de hecho parece ser que básicamente es recto. No está muy lejos. Lo cual está bastante bien. Ah, no, no es recto. No es recto. ¿O sí? No, hay que rodear todo el lago este. Esto ya... son bastante duritos. Aquí, hombre. Hay que dar toda la vuelta para bajar, por lo que veo. O sea que me espera una caminata buena. Bueno, no pasa nada. Vamos a terminaremos esta misión y, como siempre, pues pararemos. Oh, Dios mío. Estos no, tío. Es que derriban, tío. Es que estos derriban, tío, es un asco. Hay que bajar por aquí. Un campamento. Gracias. Solo hay 2. Bueno. Ah, bueno, si la aldea está aquí. Wenshabar. Bueno, pues ahora a ver quién coño es. Vale, aquí hay uno. Porque si se puede hablar con él.
Bird Tiotomad on Almanawi. Escueto.
Hello. I'm sorry, but I do not speak your language.
Really? Then you are a Renaigse. I have never met one with the bond. Might I do something for you?
Preguntar por la gente cercana al Alto
I'm
Rey.
looking to find Vinbar, the High King of Tearfredi, and I was told that he was born in this village. He disappeared after visiting the heart of the island, but I was hoping someone here might know where he's hiding.
You should speak with Sarah. She is the companion of our king.
Where might I find her?
I do not know. She left the village and I have not seen her in several days. Anything else?
Pues no.
Goodbye.
Ok. Nada, busquemos a otro. A ver si hay alguno más por aquí. Sí, mira. ¿Solo hay 2 con los que puedo hablar? Chungo entonces, ¿no?
It is rare to see Renaigse here. Is there something I can do for you?
Preguntar por la gente cercana al Alto Rey y luego por Cera.
High King Vinbar. I know that he disappeared after having visited the heart of the island, but someone here in this village might know where he went after that.
If anyone knows, it would be Sarah.
Nada, oye, que todo el mundo me dice que es Cera.
Find her here. Anything else?
Pues, ¿dónde está?
Would you know where I could find Sarah?
She left to follow Vinbar. She wanted the mountains to take her as well.
What do you mean?
We don't know if Renaigse could understand. Our High King is on Olmenawi, and the Donegad. His bond with the mountain is very strong. Even stronger now that he speaks with the En-Olmil Frichtimen. Sarah knew that the mountain would take him back, and she wanted the mountain to take her as well. She went to attempt to bond herself to it. She sought the Cavern of Knowledge. We haven't seen her since. She might have succeeded. Anything else?
Preguntar dónde se encuentra la cueva del saber.
Where is this Cavern of Knowledge located?
We don't know. The Caverns of Knowledge are the concern of the Donegada. Anything else?
Pues no, hija, no. Vale, tú no lo sabes. ¿Lo sabrá el otro? ¿Lo sabrá el otro pavo de aquí arriba? A lo mejor él lo sabe.
Might I do something for you?
I heard talk about a Cavern of Knowledge.
It is a place where the Donegada go, within the earth. They hear the voices of those that went before them, and they learn. There are some on Tearfredi. The closest to our village is found to the northeast of here, but the entrance is sealed, hidden. It is a sacred place, a place for only the Donegada. Anything else?
Vale, pues ya está, ya sabemos dónde ir. Y está... Hostia, ok. Está lejillos. Está lejillos. ¿Lejillos? Lejillo. Está lejillo. Que me ha salido muy raro ahí el lejillos. No sé. Supongo que hay que tirar por aquí arriba, ¿no? Porque esto tiene pinta de que es para acá. Sí, es por este caminito de aquí. O sea, se para atrás y por un camino que hay aquí a la izquierda. No tengo muy claro por dónde es. Atravesar el río y girar, ¿no? Sí. Aquí. No veo otro camino, la verdad, más oportuno. Vamos. Au. Bien, nivel 27. Ole. Vale, hop. Estamos cerquita. ¿Hay? ¿Esto será un campamento, tío? Porque como solo hay dos, a lo mejor lo es. Arriba. Sí, tiene pinta de que sí, ¿eh? Sí, es un campamento, tío. Perfecto. Sigamos.
Speak, savage. What stops your tongue? You think someone's coming to save you? Give in. Your life is in our hands. It is
¿Cómo bajo?
time to tell us all you know. The sooner you speak, the sooner this will be over with. We should be
Rodeando,
discreet
vale.
if we want to eavesdrop on these people.
She's been enduring this punishment for hours.
Hijos de puta, la están torturando.
Truly savage beast we have here. Do you even know if it speaks our language?
Leave us. You will eventually tell us how you found your way into that grotto. Your defiance is only prolonging the inevitable. You remind me of that rat my master was studying. The creature used all of its fire in an effort to escape. Scratching, twisting, refusing to understand that the cage holding it was its only remaining world. It had everything it could ever need, but it wouldn't stop looking for a way out. Even though its fate was now sealed to serve science. Its animal instinct drove it to flee. It had strangled itself between the bars of its own cage in a final futile attempt to escape. It was an enormous beast and very clever. If it had simply relented, it could have lived peacefully for many years. Instead of that,
Hija de puta. ¿Qué hacemos?
these monsters are torturing her. Come, we must set her free.
We could wait until nightfall to set her free and avoid fighting these.
Nah, me los quiero cargar. Una polla. A matarlos. A por ellos. A por estos hijos de puta.
But I recognize this face. Lord de Sade, what a pleasure to see you again. What good wind brings you?
These people are monsters. They just tortured a woman, and then they say hello, as if it were nothing.
I'm sure that they will explain what pushes them to treat her this way.
Believe me, we would never have reached such extremities if she had told us what we wanted. You see, we have been studying these beings that show, like you, such strange markings on their bodies. We call them metamorphs, but the natives call them Onolmanawi. And we seek to learn through what process they metamorphosize. We heard talk of a cavern of knowledge. The savages hide all of their knowledge within them. And certainly all the secrets that interest us. We discovered one here. but are unable to enter. This woman, she knows how to enter, but as you have witnessed, she refuses to tell us how. To know we are so close to understanding such a fascinating phenomenon, and to be able to do nothing. Let's just say it has made us aggressive.
It's extremely regrettable. Free her. We would like to have a word with her.
She won't tell you anything. Let us handle this. She will give in at some point.
Intuición.
Have you already forgotten all that you owe me? Without me, you would all be locked away in Duren's jails or likely even dead. I took you for sages and doctors, but you are nothing more than a gang of skin flayers. You have made me regret my actions.
It is true that we indeed owe you our lives, but all this knowledge, ripe for the picking.
No knowledge justifies treating anyone this way.
Ugh, free her now. We shall leave. Nothing more holds us here.
Hala. Carajo de aquí.
How are you feeling?
Better now. Those Renaigse are absolute monsters. But who are you? You too are a Renaigse. Why have you freed me?
We were told at Wen Shavar that you and you alone could tell us where to find High King Vinbar.
I wish I knew where he was right now. He bid me farewell weeks ago and he has not returned. I waited a long time and then I came here. To enter into the Cavern of Knowledge.
You believe this is where he's hiding?
No. But he came here often before he disappeared. I'm hoping to find answers. You saved me. And so I must help you as well. You may come with me. The Cave of Knowledge is a bit further north.
Vamos a ver dónde está. Bueno, si corres un poquito más, a lo mejor. Tú sabes. Tengo prisa. Constantín está desaparecido. Puede que muera. Hay que rescatar a mi primo, que en verdad no es mi primo, pero ok. Venga, hombre. Mira, ahí está. Si estoy viendo la puerta. Ah, no. Digo, estoy viendo la puerta, ¿es ahí? No. ¿Podrías correr un poquito más? Porfa. Es que saqué enfrente. Hala, llegamos.
Here is the entrance to the Cavern of Knowledge. I hope that Vinbar has left a clue to where he went. Something I could track.
Is it your wish to join him?
He is my Manundanem. That means the one who shares my mind in your language. We must be reunited.
I understand. But why protect the entrance to the cavern at the risk of your own life?
The Caverns of Knowledge are truly sacred places. Only the Doneigada have the right to enter.
But you're not a Doneigad, is that right?
I am not. But I must enter in spite of everything. And since you have helped me, you may enter as well. Even if I am not sure I can trust you. Because you spared these people. Remind yourself that this honor is immense and show respect. I implore you.
Put your fears to rest. We have not come to defile this sacred place. How do we enter?
Allow me. I have seen Vinbar make these movements so many times.
Hola, pues ya podemos entrar. Explora la cueva. El mismo mural.
The paint of this fresco is still fresh. It must have been painted recently. It's of a crowned man. Vinbar, no doubt. It looks as if he's walking through the skies towards the volcano. A face has been painted on the volcano.
The spirit of the mountain. My heart did not betray me. Vinbar has readied himself to join Enon Milfrichtemen.
Was that why you came in here? To confirm that supposition?
To understand, yes. As the years passed, my Minundanem grew more and more distant to me. I thought at first it was due to his status and the invasion of the Renaigse. But now I see that he was hearing the call of Enon Milfrichtemen. He had no choice but to answer it. Oh, Vinbar, why did you not share this with me?
Pues porque tendría sus motivos. El hombre. Otro mural.
These paintings are older. This looks like it represents a man who transforms himself into some kind of enormous bird.
He is a Donegad, becoming a Nadaig Menemen. Vinbar was also bound to the mountain. It is no doubt the path he has chosen to follow.
If I understand correctly, the Donegad are metamorphed differently according to the place they are bound.
Yes. The Sinolmenawi bind them to a specific place, and in return they become the Guardians. But how could a Guardian of the Plains resemble a Guardian of the Mountains?
Do you believe that Vinbar is readying himself to undergo this transformation? I thought it was a very slow process.
For some, it takes years. At least this is what is said. For others, it might take place the very moment where the Donegad surrenders to Enon Milfrichtemen. I hope only to have the time to bid him farewell.
Y aquí hay algo. ¿Oh?
Given how well hidden this seed was, it must open an important passage. All we have to do is find out which.
Ok, tenemos una semilla. Otro fresco.
This mural is also ancient. It seems to show a doorway into the mountain. This door appears to be in front of a circle of stone. There are 2 altars and 2 seeds.
The Donegada seal certain sacred places with root doors.
Yes, I've run into similar barriers. It's all a matter of finding the right seed. But here there are 2 that seem to be different. For one, the flower motifs seem to indicate which plant is required.
This is possible. The caverns of knowledge are used to initiate and transmit the knowledge of the Donegada. This painting must teach the younger how to reach the sacred place where they will bind themselves.
In that case, shouldn't there be an illustration of the second plant?
The initiates also learn by listening to their masters.
Todo esto me parece muy raro. ¿Se quiere transformar en una especie de bicho gigante o algo así? Uy, golpeado el mando.
And behind the face of the volcano, we also see the path that leads there. Like some sort of schematic.
This must certainly be the path the young apprentices must walk. And the Donegada that are prepared to surrender themselves to Enon Milfrichtemen.
Do you recognize the place where the entrance can be found?
I think so. It looks like the grotto that lies to the northwest of our village.
With all that we've learned from studying these paintings, we should be able to find Vinbar. I just hope there's still enough of him left to answer us. And that Constantine is with him. And that he is still alive.
Who is Constantine? I thought you were looking for Vinbar.
I seek them both. I had hoped that Vinbar would help me enter the sanctuary of Dorhad Genadu. But I learned from the Tierna Hak Kadaktus that he took my cousin.
The Tierna told you this? And so you seek to avenge him?
No. Only to save my cousin and try to understand why.
None of what you say makes sense. Why would Vinbar take your cousin? I don't understand.
Yo tampoco.
My head spins. I need to breathe fresh air. I shall await you outside.
Please, go ahead. We will join you soon.
That woman left in a bit of a hurry, don't you think?
Sarah is upset, and I don't think that she trusts us. We should hurry and catch up to her.
I shouldn't have told her about Constantine. She must have thought we wanted to kill her husband. This door is locked. Sarah has put us in a very tricky situation.
Qué bien.
She did not want us to find Vinbar. Come, these caves often have several exits.
Hija de puta. Nos intentaba encerrar. Pero tengo la salida, jaja. Hostia. Encuentra el pasaje hacia la montaña. Sí, seguimos tras la pista del Alto Rey. Pues vamos allá. Antes de terminar el capítulo quiero terminar esta. Joder, lo que te... Madre de Dios. Yo creo que es más fácil llegar al campamento y venir aquí. Porque es que si no... Lo voy a llevar chungo. Cuidado con las trampas.
These traps weren't here when we went through with Sarah earlier.
She must have set them to make sure that we wouldn't be able to follow her.
Let's hurry and find this passage to the northern mountain before she decides to come and fight us directly.
Hija puta, nos ha puesto esta trampa, ¿sabes? Nos ha puesto hasta trampitas y todo. En plan, que no quiere que vayamos. Pues voy a ir, quieras o no quieras. Pasando de los bichos. Perdón, ¿eso es una trampa? Ah, no. Ah, bueno, esto es para el... Me gana un punto sin querer. El arte de la guerra. Ahora hemos completado la parte de guerrero. Vale, supongo que es por aquí. Sí, tiene pinta. ¿No? Pues no. Cosa más rara. ¿Y entonces por dónde es, coño? Me equivoqué de camino. Como no se especifica por qué camino es. Aquí arriba, tío. Justo al lado de lo del punto. Me cago en Dios. Pasando. Pues nada, tío. Hala, ¿me dejáis tranquilito y en paz? Gracias. ¿Será por aquí arriba, tío? ¿O me habré vuelto a equivocar de camino? este sitio? No sé. Pero bueno, parece que es por aquí.
This is the place which was depicted on the mural in the Cave of Knowledge. Vimbar must have hidden the passage to the sanctuary.
Que sí, que sí. Que es aquí. Vale. Aquí quería llegar yo. El santuario de Vimbar. Vale, se ha actualizado. Perfecto. Pues nada, chicos. Chicas, hasta aquí el capítulo de Greedfall de hoy. Siempre intento hacer un par de misiones, porque como una misión dura 23 minutos y la otra a lo mejor dura 30, pues para un vídeo de 23 minutos no, ¿sabes? Así que por eso suelo hacer dos misiones, a no ser que una misión llegue a media hora o 35 minutos, que entonces es cuando corto. Pero mientras, pues hago dos misiones en un solo vídeo, que yo creo que es un buen ritmo en historia. Así que nada, chicos, chicas, hasta aquí el capítulo de hoy, como ya os he dicho. Muchísimas gracias por haber visto este vídeo. Dadle like si os ha gustado, dislike si no, y ya sabéis, si queréis apoyar esta serie, queréis apoyar el canal, tan solo tenéis que darle like a los vídeos, suscribiros, compartid, comentad y activad la campanita de la suscripción para que YouTube os avise de cuando subo un nuevo vídeo. Así que nada más, un saludito a todos y nos vemos en el próximo capítulo de Greedfall. Hasta otra, zagales.